to share the link to someone, invite someone to join us. It's very important. But what you're going to look at, I believe, is something that it will help all of us, whether you are a single person or you are married. It's something that will help all of us. So let's invite our friends, our family. But kindly allow me to share, Mr. Tranta. I want to share my screen.
Okay. Pastor Alfred, please, can you make Apostle co-host?
Right on.
Thank you. Okay, Apostle, I believe you can share now.
All right, so I think the topic that we are looking at is emotional intelligence. And let me quickly add that normally when we are looking at this topic, it's a full course. Yes, it's a full course that normally it takes months to even treat it. And normally when it comes to sessions like this, it's a full week, at least for us to even exhaust the introductory aspects. So looking at our time and also the period we have to at least go and rush through it, we'll do our best. Because if you want to take it step by step, it will take time. But this one is just to give us an overview. Yes, an overview so that we all be aware as to what it entails. Then we learn about permit and we get another opportunity. There's a full course as I indicated. All right, so we are looking at emotional intelligence, and this is a very broad one. But normally we try to look at it from either emotional intelligence in marriage, emotional intelligence cut across all spheres of life. Yeah, so here we are looking at it broadly, emotional intelligence. Now let me quickly start as part of my introduction that emotions, when it's important, we are looking at emotional intelligence, we need to understand what emotions are. And let me add that emotions are reactions that human beings experience in response to events or situations. So we all have emotions in us, and it's a way that our environment communicates to us. So whether you are happy about something around you or you are sad, we all have that kind of reaction that we get. So the type of emotion you experience is determined by the circumstances that trigger the emotion. So for instance, if you receive good news, your body will make you feel joy. You have that kind of joyful emotions. If you also, when you are threatened, you receive the emotion of fear. So our body responds to the environment based on how the environment communicates to us. So as we are here, a call can come through right now, and somebody close to you performs the information will be that maybe this person is no more. You'll begin to cry. You'll feel sorrowful. Why? You have received an information, and your body will respond by you feeling sad. So emotions are natural. There are things in us. So emotions have a strong influence on our daily lives. And let me quickly add that we make decisions on whether we are happy, angry, or sad. Everything we do is based on emotions. We also choose activities and hobbies. So for those of you who are yet to maybe enter into college and also maybe go further, most of us, the kind of jobs we choose, the careers we choose, they are all based on emotions. Everybody wants to do a task that will make you feel satisfied. So most of the things we do around Allah has said, they are all determined by emotions. You may not know it, but that's how it is. So understanding your emotions can help you navigate life with greater ease and stability. Most of the mistakes we make, or some of us have made, today you know that it was based on emotions. So if you had managed your emotions earlier, so those mistakes wouldn't have happened. Emotions are natural, and I want you to underline this word. Emotions are natural. It depends on how you use it. And emotions are involved in everything a person does. And our ability to perform in any endeavor depends on our emotional health. Now, let me quickly add that every emotion is neutral. I'm going to give you some of the emotions we have around. And normally, it's very easy for us to look at some of the emotions as negative, for instance, anger. But then when we talk about anger, especially as Christians, we see it as negative emotions. It's neutral. Anger is not a bad emotion or a good emotion. It all depends on how you use it. That's why the Bible does not even forbid you to be angry. Throughout the Bible never told you not to be angry. The Bible even encourages you to be angry. But it goes ahead to not tell you, don't sin. Meaning, so the anger, make sure you use it. And let me quickly add, every decision or major decision that has caused changes in our lives, it was as a result of anger. Whether we are making decisions to change government, whether to change careers, every major decision you make, most of the time is based on anger. In most of the inventions we see around, they come as a result of anger. The frustration people face in their work, they come out to something that will ease the kind of work they do. So anger is not a bad emotion or a good emotion. It all depends. For instance, joy. You can't say joy is a good or bad emotion. Most of the time, you have the tendency to say, oh, joy is a good emotion. But the point is, somebody out of his joyful moment end up sleeping with the boyfriend, end up breaking her virginity because the person was so excited, today's my birthday, ended up doing all kinds of drinking. For somebody started smoking because of that emotion caused joy. So we cannot just end up saying these emotions are negative, but we always say that they are all depends on how you use it. We have all those emotions in us, everybody. But you now decide how to use it, and let people take note of that. So Ephesians 4:1 says, "When be angry, but do not sin." Now, God even saved mankind through emotions. The Bible speaking said, "For God so loved the world." Love is an emotion. So for God to even make a decision to save us, it was a result of emotions. So emotion play a critical role in decision-making, as I've already indicated. And I normally tell people that when your emotions are not properly managed, we pay a heavy price for the outcome. Somebody out of anger left the job, resigned, and today they've regretted. Somebody out of anger just left the marriage, and after about 10 years, they have regretted. So we need to learn more about our emotions, and I'm happy we are doing that tonight, and learn how to manage them. It's very important. Like I also said, well, a young girl out of joy, excitement, broke her virginity, and today she has regretted doing that, giving herself to somebody who wasn't her husband. So when you don't manage your emotions properly, you pay a heavy price for it. So your ability to recognize emotions and distinguish it from person will determine your success in your marriage, in your parenting, in your life, everything you do. It all depends. Somebody out of anger slapped the daughter, and the daughter fell down and couldn't wake up out of anger. So you need to understand that your ability to manage your emotions will help you to thrive in this life you are living. Now, there are 7 universal emotions, and I believe some of you are already aware. So this includes one, surprise. Say universal, anywhere, everywhere you go, these emotions can be observed. Contempt, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, and happiness. There are thousands of emotions around us, but these are the 7 universal emotions that we have. Surprise, contempt, sadness, fear, disgust, anger, happiness. Now you see that in the list, you don't see shame. Shame is an emotion, but not a universal one. Because what is shameful in Ghana now is not shameful in America. Today, in our context as a Ghanaian, when you say LGBTQ, it's a taboo here. But if you're in the United States, depending on the state you find yourself, it's normal. So when you get to know your triggers, then the next strategy. So one thing we're going to look at is that all these emotions, as I've mentioned, especially today, we look at some of them, but now most of the time we are not able to manage, let's say, our anger. It has led a lot of